Hey everyone, I'm excited. I usually don't collect or sell comic books, but I'm finally going through all these comic books that I got 2 or 3 years ago, and I found one comic book that I think is worth a lot of money. But the kicker is, I had to send it in to CGC Comic Book Grading to be graded to see, well, exactly how much it's worth. I finally got it back, and we're going to unbox it right after this. Three or 4 years ago, I bought about 11 long boxes full of comics, and they've sat in my office forever. I just haven't wanted to fool with them. We finally got a comic book rack in our antique booth, so I priced a lot of comic books, not really knowing what I was doing, and I sold bunches in the booth that might have been worth money, I don't know. Sold them all for $5 a piece, which I thought was a pretty good deal at the time. But as I've started going through these comic books now this year, I've learned a lot about comics. I've learned about key issues. I've learned about slabbing. I've learned about grading. I've learned about pressing. I didn't know you had to do all that stuff with comic books before you could sell them for big bucks. So after all my research and after going through all these comic books, I found 2 that I wanted to send in for grading. I sent them in to CGC Comic Book Grading. Now, yes, it costs a little bit, and you can go to their website to see how much it costs. But hopefully, the return is going to be worth it. I sent this one comic book in, and I'll show it to you right here. It's a Spider-Man comic book, and just in a plastic sleeve of cardboard backing, I got an offer like $300 for it. That's a lot of money for a single comic book. I only paid $250 for all of them together, all the long boxes. But the more I research, the more I realize if I would just get it graded, it could be worth a whole lot more. So that's what I did. I sent it to CGC and got it graded. It took a while, but I finally got it back in the mail. I'm excited, and we're going to unbox it right now. All right, here's my box. And it's got my, hopefully, several $100 comic book in it. So we're going to open it. Now, you see I hadn't opened it. You're seeing this as the first time as I am. So let's be very gentle here and open the box. See what it looks like. Bubble wrap. And always use more bubble wrap. Put the box inside. Take it out. Got a packing slip. And there is my slabbed, graded, an 8.0. That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it would do better, but that's my first slabbed, graded comic books. I think that's kind of cool. What about you? It's got their little holographic seal up here. You can see it, maybe not. Got some glare. And it's Amazing Spider-Man number 300. 25th anniversary issue, and it's not a newsstand edition. It's one I guess they get in home because it doesn't have a UPC code. But that's my first graded slab, and we're going to look it up together. We're going to see how much it's worth, and we'll do that in just a minute. All right, I've listed my comic book on eBay. I was considering cross-posting it to maybe Facebook as well, but I'm hoping it sells fast, and so if I try to cross-post it, it might sell fast on both platforms, and I really don't want that. I've had that happen before, and I don't like it. But here it is right here. This is my listing on eBay, and I listed it for $700. That seemed to be about the going rate for the comic book. If it was graded a little higher, I think there was an 8.5 graded for like $800 or something like that. But I think $700 is pretty fair, and that's what I've listed it at. Now it is Tuesday afternoon. It's March 23rd, and it's about 2:30. I'm going to see how fast it sells, and then I'm going to report back to you on this same video. I'm not going to publish this video right now. I'm going to see if it sells very fast. Of course, if it doesn't sell very fast, I'm going to go ahead and come back to you guys and say, look, this is taking forever. But I want to see how fast it sells, and I thought you guys might like to know that too. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully this comic book's on sale and I'm going to be $700 richer, real quick. So I'll let you know in a day or so, one way or the other. Well, that didn't take long. I listed my comic book, The Amazing Spider-Man number 300, at $230. At $330, it sold for $700, full price, $700 plus shipping. That did not take long. That was amazing. Makes me think I might have listed it for a little bit too little. But it was right around the, the medium price of the others just like it. So I'm not unhappy. It's $700. So it just goes to show you, if you have a collectible comic book, it pays to have them graded if you have the time or the inclination and patience, because it takes a while once you send them in. So having said that, I gotta go pack the comic book and we'll talk later.